welcome back to my film and TV channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. And we're going over to the movies today. Yes, a film set in Benidorm. Yes, and it snows in Benidorm. Did you know that? Although it doesn't actually snow in this film. Well, only in a little one of those orbs with the snow on play. There you go. Yeah, so go and have a look at It Snows in Benidorm today. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, do film reviews, TV drama reviews, information blogs. Be great to have you on board. Spread the word. Please, if you give us a thumbs up, make an old film and TV watcher very, very happy. It's nice to get views, of course it is, but if you're on Twitter yourself or YouTube, it's always nice to get likes and thumbs ups, isn't it? So if you can do that, it'd be much appreciated. Right, it snows in Benidorm. I'm sure it does. 15 certificate, 117 minutes, a bit long. In Spanish, Nieve en Benidorm. There you go. Drama, romance, that's what we get in this, supposedly. Yeah, they're not lying. Written and directed by Isabel Quasset. It stars Timothy Spall, one of my favourites, Sarita Chowdhury, yeah, I quite like her, Pedro Casablanca, Carmen Machi, and Anna Torrent. All these scores and comments are as at the 7th of November 2022, about 5 p.m. UK time. Rotten Tomatoes audience, not the critics, 2.7 out of 5. So what's that? 5.4 out of 10 if my maths is correct. So not fantastic. Internet Movie Database, just below the watchable, 5.5. My sitting on the fence score when I give it a 5.5. Yeah, Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, 5.5 out of 10. That's based on over 500 scores and reviews. And yeah, a positivity rating, if you like, a 55%. So in other words, 55% were reasonably happy with it. Lucky them. What's it about? Well, after being forced to retire, Peter, a man of routines and few joys, decides to go to Benidorm to visit his brother Daniel, with whom he has little contact. But when he arrives in Benidorm, Daniel seems to have vanished. Peter will then discover that his brother owns a Benidorm club where a group of dancers make exotic and burlesque performances. Among them, Alex, a beautiful woman with an enigmatic past, who will steal his heart. In the search of his brother, Peter will confront dangers involving real estate mafias and unpaid debts. Benidorm will be one more protagonist in this story. A place sometimes beautiful, sometimes dangerous and gloomy, that will be the background of a romantic love story in its twilight. Well, yeah, sounds interesting enough, doesn't it? But hey, what about the critics? The public likes it. What about the critics? Well, they're pretty much not too far out, actually. Rotten Tomatoes, 45% positivity. That's based on 11 critics. And again, it's averaging 5.5 out of 10, so that's okay. 5 fresh and 6 rotten, though. So the rottens are in the majority. Just let's name and blame or name and acclaim. Wendy Hyde from The Observer in the UK said, "The always impressive Spall elevates this low-key mood piece a little, but even his skills as an actor can't save the stultifying pace." Stultifying, that's a great word, that, isn't it? I think it means it's a bit slow. Mike McCahill from The Guardian here in the UK said, "Pushing its luck at 2 hours, it certainly was. This eventually collapses in a heap of its own symbolism, barely unpacking the missing persons intrigue it started out with." Yeah, there was potential, certainly was potential. Timothy Spall on board, the potential for a good drama set in Benidorm. What more could we ask? Josh Saunders from The Sun here in the UK said, "A tale of a man who becomes entranced with a sensual woman he does and rediscovers himself abroad is hardly original, but Spall and Chowdhury are such talent you'll almost believe it is." Yeah, well, I think Josh has been a bit over the top there. Right, my score, guys, on this one, I will tell you now, I am not going to score this. I was very disappointed with this film. I do like Timothy Spall. He's one of my favourite actors, and a bit perturbed as to what we got. I mean, I've never been to Benidorm, and even with our old Timothy Spall doing his old travelogue here, I don't ever imagine I would ever want to, unless I put it on a sort of freakish bucket list. My apologies if you like Benidorm. It doesn't look as though it'd like me, to be honest with you. As I say, I enjoy Timothy Spall, but he couldn't save this. It's just a bore of a movie. It's just boring. Quirky characters, yes, but I just found them strange and not really good to watch. Nearly 2 hours. This is just drawn out and boring. I mean, obviously the love of his life. We got to make a living, haven't you? But she makes a living pulling pearls out of certain parts of her body. I mean, I remember the old ping pong ball thing, but Yeah, it's just weird. It's just very, very weird. And I found the story just, as I say, intriguing. You're talking a missing person story here. That's obviously a bit of a mystery, but it never really works. Never really gets going. And I'm sure they could have put together a better telling of a missing person story. And then after 2 hours, we still don't have a bloody clue as to what happened. So I mean, it is for me a total waste of time. I took nothing positive from this experience, unfortunately. Apart from, yes, I do like Timothy Spall, but I like to see him in something at least half watchable or decent. And I wasn't impressed. Some people like it, as I say, it got about 55% positivity. But I wouldn't give it a mark. If I'm not going to give it 5 out of 10, I don't give it a mark. If I had to score it, I'd probably around about 4.5 or something like that. But I'm not going to give it halfway because I wasn't halfway happy with it. So there you go. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, if you get to watch this, interesting. And it never snowed, as I said. It never snowed apart from the little globes that you get with the snowing. So I'm sure it does. I'm sure it has. I mean, I've been to Egypt. I've been to many places, and it's been snowing in Egypt and stuff like this. So I'm sure it does. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you get to watch it, let me know what you thought, or if you watched it. But to me, if you watch the first 20 minutes, that's about the pace of the film. So if you're happy with that, carry on. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again. And that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.